Hey, we're back. We're back with more feminine energy. I like that.
I love your new home. Rue, I love your new home here at Otto's. It's so cool that like everybody could be part of the whole show.
You, Jackie.
And we're not sitting in a fucking waiting room in Washington Heights. It looks like a dentist office.
Oh, no, we love them too.
No, I love them too, but this is better for the show.
Thank you.
Arisma rocks.
Yes.
But their waiting room doesn't rock. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas here we got the Kontiki thing going on.
You can get drinks.
We had the spirits coming, the fairies. You didn't get fucking fairies there. Well, you didn't know that you had the fairies because you were in the waiting room and they were out here.
Thank you. I'm happy to be at Otto's too. I love this place.
Yes, I'm going to ask you offline how you snagged this one.
Because Otto's is
they're
my blood. We're cousins from a different.
Is that what it is?
See, he's my blood cousin, but like Otto's is my non-blood.
Steve Pang is like the greatest bar owner in New York City. You know, it's a real musician's place and art. This is the throwback of the village.
And Frankie Wood also, you know, has a lot to do with the Otto connection because
but you rock, Frankie.
Frankie Wood is another.
Because my friends are the best musicians in town.
Yeah,
I know a lot of them.
That's a great thing to say.
Frankie Wood said that he rocks because his friends are the best musicians in town, and
They all play for me.
and they all play for him.
So he's just gave you a compliment, honey.
Yes, and I'm playing every Sunday in June, and it's going to be a lot of fun with Flack Blamingo. And Wolf, my guitar player, just made a YouTube of Flack Blamingo. He's so, I mean, I had all these little surprises today. I just like check email and
Oh no, that was me that made the YouTube.
Oh, Alan made it!
Cold diss. That was the cold. She just dissed her blood cousin on the air. Doesn't even know who's making a fucking YouTube.
You made the YouTube.
I made the YouTube channel. I put it up on.
This is funny. Like, see, people don't know what the hell's going on in life.
It's about time you had a
It's a good
channel
thing I
over
said
there.
that.
Ricky asked me to do it.
Oh, well, Alan, thank you so much. All right, now it's back to Jackie.
It's a good thing you don't know how to blush, babe.
I don't, do I?
No, because if you did, you'd have
I'd
done
be
it.
blushing?
You'd be blushing.
I don't think that was
your hair right
That
about
wasn't
now.
so blushable for me. I have to
Your skeletons are bigger than that?
I believe in a
Was
skeleton
that
a
your
day.
skeleton for today?
Oh, yeah, I believe in a skeleton a day. I just live, I don't get skeletons on purpose, but they tend to follow me or come out of me or
They're stalking
I
you.
like living life.
Skeletons are
I
stalking.
like living an adventurous, joyful, risk-taking life. Otherwise, I get really I'll do all the things that I don't believe man was put here to do.
You mean
I
you
don't.
go pour oil into the ocean?
No, like
kind of thing?
You know, yeah, like that. Like, you know, I don't know. Let's talk to you first before I talk too much because I have a tendency to be able to do that. And we're here talking about you right now. So, Jackie, what is it that you're up to?
Oh my God, there's so much going on, and it's all good stuff. I have this the honor of opening for Clara Engel tonight at Nightingale's, and yes, you're all invited. 21 plus. Bring your ID.
Tom from Nightingale's.
Tom from Nightingale's.
He's not there anymore? He'd pay you
He would
if
pay
you
you?
to come in?
Just to like perform, you know.
You think maybe he'll come and pay us tonight?
Well, I think he went to jail on drug charges.
So we got to book another gig for when he gets paroled? Is that what it is?
He was selling drugs, I think.
Ah,
Nightingale's has been there a long time.
they have. They have been there a long time.
Played back then with all these bands like Xanax.
Oh, I remember Xanax 13. Yeah, I remember that.
Xanax 13?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Play with them, all those fucking groups, and Tom would take care of you, but then he had. I think he was arrested on drugs.
Aw, Tom, well, we hope you're out now and you're not putting roofies in Gas's drink.
Old lady that owns the fucking building now.
Wow.
But I don't think they even have anybody at the door now. The last few times I've been there, you know, they're improving the room. The room's really comfortable. They got these couches going on.
And what are you
videos
doing there
around.
tonight?
I'm gonna do some of my songs.
So you're playing music.
I'm playing music now. So full disclosure, right? I've been doing performance poetry for more years than I'm going to admit to here live on this television show,
That's
on this
okay.
internet show. But I'm relatively new. I've been writing songs, but I haven't been playing guitar very long.
Because you are a very known poet.
Yeah, I'm all known as that, and I've played big.
Other people know it.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah,
you should have
exactly,
quit while you were
Swami.
ahead with the jailhouse stories, my friend. That sexy bald head's only going to take you so far. Anyway, it's interesting, like you were just saying about living on the edge and stuff. This, as silly as it may sound, is a little bit like living on the edge for me, because it's not a comfortable space. Like, it reminds me of being, 22 and doing the first few times I featured to a big poetry audience, and I was all nervous and the fucking paper is shaking and I couldn't memorize things. And that's,
still
that's
feel like
ancient
that.
history now.
Oh, wow.
But with the guitar, it's that, the song.
Yeah, I understand.
If I could play it perfectly in
security
my
blanket.
living room, that doesn't mean I'm going to play it perfectly.
Well, why don't
in
we hear you
no,
play?
Maybe not.
Well,
It's
well,
fun talking.
yeah, I have a song called-
because Clara's really good. So I brought this from
What about a little
her.
poem? Your security blanket.
My security blanket? You want me to do one of my
Yeah.
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 So this is for you,
Swami.
Swami. Girl is the place where you go to be judged, the place to be found wanting. Too much of this, too little of that, the turnip nose, substandard A cup tits, the line on the floor where I had to stand. You stand there, ridiculous in a royal blue, puffy-thighed, elastic-waisted gym suit. Even the beautiful girls looked ugly, the ones with acceptable shapes and faces. It takes 3 decades to erase the traces of Scarlett O'Hara's 18-inch waist out of my mouth like vestiges of hangover vomit. Girl is the line on the floor, the starting place of inevitable wrong where no one is allowed to quit the contest. I never wanted a dick of my own or a toolkit. I only wanted to sling down 86th Street every now and then, utterly unnoticed and free.
Okay. Scarlett O'Hara sticks in my mind.
And see, I didn't even hit one bad chord.
No, you didn't. You don't want to take a chance.
Scarlett O'Hara, do you know the women back in those days? I mean, she really did have an 18-inch waist
Yeah.
with the stays on, and that some women that they really did have to have. If you've seen it in the old movies, like they would have an assistant.
Yeah.
That was real. They
Right.
really did that. There were women that passed out. There were women that probably had serious health complications
Right.
around wearing those.
So is that
stays.
like binding your feet?
Yeah, except you're
binding
binding your
your-
abdomen.
yeah.
You know, you can't breathe. You can't.
Right.
God knows what else got affected there.
Right.
In order to
Or your
look
organs.
modest. The idea was modesty. You know, if anything jiggled, then the men might have like a sexual thought. That was the whole thinking behind
it's
that.
the opposite
Nothing
of
can
anorex-
jiggle. And that's why they had the bustles, because your ass jiggles when you walk. So they had the bustles so that your ass
Wow.
could never be seen.
So that was not for being skinny.
No, it was for being motionless. It was for turning
it was
living
for
women into
being-
statuary is what it was.
And it was for being not sexy, almost.
Yeah. What's that? What do you mean, because of the
Voluptuous.
bustles? No.
Voluptuous.
Well, I mean, if you look at the paintings from that time, Rubens and so forth, right? The naked size 14s, which work for me,
Well, let's bring it back. I know. I'm tired of these eating disorder experiences in life. That's what I was talking about before. Like, why is it that the normal person is so dysfunctional? What is that? Why can't everyone just flip that coin?
Well, all right, but let's turn it around. How can people be normal in an abnormal environment is really the question, because what we live in now is so artificial, contrived. Look at this. We're beaming to the internet right now. How many cell phone waves are going through your head? And when's the last time you walked into a bodega and saw anything that looked like real food? The whole environment.
Well, today is actually the anniversary of Velveeta cheese.
You see?
Yeah, June 2nd is the anniversary. That Velveeta cheese by Kraft was
Right,
brought
so
onto
we're-
this planet.
So we are in this country part of a huge experiment. I would say the preliminary results suggest it ain't working too well. But it's hard to say. Like,
So what
how
do we
come
do?
we can't just be normal?
I'm not saying normal per se, just like why can't
Chill out. I mean, why do we have all these kids on medication? That
I
they're
know.
autistic and ADD and all this. I mean, some of it's bullshit. Some of it is
Yeah.
the pharmaceutical industries wanting to make that next dollar any
Yeah.
way they can. Children be damned. But some of it is real, and it's because you take babies and you try to raise them.
well,
and,
they're
and you're
giving
not,
water in Queens with Freon in
Well,
it.
what did that happen today? They're giving.
No, that was the air conditioning contractor in a public school mixed up the pipes and put the refrigerant from the air conditioning into the drinking fountain.
How the fuck do you make a mistake like that? Is it me?
Maybe
Your
he didn't
job
take
as
his
air conditioners-
medication.
Man, that's right. He was off his meds. See, he was off his meds.
Water is just being tainted everywhere you go. They're tainting the water. I don't know.
It was
Well,
my
I don't know
old
about
public
that,
school.
dude, because you know what? If all the water in the world becomes contaminated, the
Yeah, what are we
politicians are
gonna
going to die,
do?
too. Yeah, well, that's true.
Evian, take us away. I know. Poland Springs. What are we going to do? I mean, Deer Park, that's good water, right? Yeah, I know. We're a walking commercial.
A year from now, any water with no oil in it's going to be good water.
Oh, no.
Well, you lower your standards to match what's available.
Yeah, I want the 87 octane, please.
Listen, I heard a really positive thing. I read this yesterday. Have you heard of the Nissan Leaf? Do you know what that is?
Tell me.
The Nissan Leaf is the first 100% electric vehicle that can go 90 miles an hour, and it's got a 100-mile range.
And what does it drive on? Leaves?
It's electric. You plug it in.
Oh,
you
but
plug
then
it
you
in at
got to
night.
charge it.
Well, but there's no gas or oil involved in any way.
So where do you find these charging places?
No, actually, that's the problem with electric vehicles today. Is
The
where
electric-
is the power coming from
Yes,
to create the
agreed,
electric?
but it's possible to get green electricity, and it's not possible to get green gasoline.
Isn't
so
it
we'll
better
start
to
from
run
where we
it
are. But here's the good news. The good news is you can't even order one now because all 19,000 of these cars that are being manufactured in 2010 are already ordered. 19,000 of them in about 6 weeks. So people are getting it, that we have to change our ways, that we have to do things differently, that we have to think about the environment.
Yeah, I know.
It's
Do you
time.
drive?
I have a license. I don't have a car now.
Right.
In New York, though, really,
You don't
is
need
that
a
a
car.
virtue?
Yeah.
Really, if I lived in New Jersey and I said I didn't have a car, then you
lived
call
in
me a
LA.
martyr. But
Right.
I would not live in L.A. What your friend was saying before, gas about L.A., I'm with him. I don't, New York's the place to be. Come
I
here.
love New
Come
York.
here.
All right, so Jackie, how do people find you? What are you plugging? What else is going
Well,
on
I
in the
got a
life
book
of
coming out from New
Ah.
York Quarterly Press in the fall.
Wow.
Earthquake Came to Harlem is the title of the book. It's a collection of poetry. I got JackieSheeler.com is almost out of the birth canal.
Okay.
So you can find me there, or you can always find me on poets.com, Poetz. That's my website. It's a
Okay.
website supporting all poetry in New York City. So if you're a New York poet and you don't know about it, you should check it out. And of course, Facebook and Reverb Nation, Jackie Sheeler. That's Sheeler. I'm everywhere. You can't Google me and not find me.
So you want to play a song?
No.
All right.
I want to hear Clara play.
All right, so you can stay here with Claire. One more poem? Okay.
No more poems. Oh, well, actually, I'm performing at Hydrogen Jukebox, which is actually will be poetry with a band, at Cornelia Street Cafe next month. I don't know the date, but the date for all my gigs, that's on my Facebook page, and it's also on my Reverb Nation page. So all that stuff is out there on the web, but the Brant Lyon, he runs the Hydrogen Jukebox series. It rocks. He's got this band, the Ne'er-Do-Wells, and they're amazing musicians, and they kind of like listen to what you're doing, catch a vibe, and then they're with you. It's awesome.
Nice. All right, you know the deal. When you're in the hot seat, we need to hear a skeleton from your closet.
You gave me a skeleton today, and it's really only going to apply to this show. But it's a skeleton.
Let's hear
I
it.
have no idea who the fuck Johnny Thunder is.
Oh my God.
God.
No idea. And I'm admitting it.
Wow. You want to tell her?
Wow.
Tell us, tell everybody.
Well, he was main thing he was known for was he was the lead guitar player of the New York Dolls, and then after that he had his own band, the Heartbreakers, and he was actually, sad to say, the most famous junkie musician, probably of all. And there have been many, but Johnny's the one. And he
I should know. I should. I mean, then really.
But he was.
How can I not know?
He was, and actually, sadly, too many people wanted to emulate him in the bad way, because it created this.
Made it cool to be a junkie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was also.
That's not cool.
He had a great effect on a lot of people. He was a great songwriter, great musician, and just like when you heard people today talk about him. You can't talk about Johnny without saying some of his bad things because he was so known for that. But the common thread is always when Johnny was the best, he was the best.
Thank you. See that? I came here and got educated, bro. I love your show.
Look, hey, memory. So you put your arm around the memory.
Check that out. That's
Yeah.
the best way to get introduced. Tell them.
Yeah, you can't put your arms around a memory. I can't sing. You can sing a little bit of it. You can't put your arms.
You can't put your arms around a memory. And that's like, just check it out, man. Look up Johnny Thunder. You can't put your arms around a memory. I've heard...
I'm going to get hate mail today. I know it's saying that I don't know who he was.
Blonde and Blue does my favorite. I mean, Allison Gordon kills that song. It's brilliant.
Yeah, Johnny Thunders, he really, personified the era of the 70s. And
See, I was busy shooting dope. I wasn't
so
paying
was
attention
he,
to
but
what was
he
happening
didn't
in the
stop.
music scene.
He didn't stop. You see, my bass player Donald, who God bless Donald, we are playing tomorrow night in Park Slope at Smith's Tavern. Anyhow, Donald always said he used to, play where Johnny Thunders was playing, and he would see the guy like backstage somewhere so messed up, like he'd be like, oh my God, and then they'd say, Johnny, it's time to go on, and he would just snap up, go on stage, play like the most amazing person in the whole wide world. While he was on, he was just amazing, and then when the show was over, he'd go back to like blah. I know.
It's like when you got to go to court, right? You pull it off for the.
You pull it off. He loved being on stage, and he loved, being self-destructive, which is exactly back to the thing that I'm talking about. That's what I mean. Why do we search for love? You can't put your arms around a memory, but like all we're searching for is something, so we fill it up with stuff because we self-abuse ourselves. Why do we need to do that? I just don't know.
I don't know either, but there's one philosophy that says it's a God-shaped hole that we're trying to fill,
Yeah,
and we're
it's
trying
that
to fill it
hole.
with other things, and
Yeah.
it's just not going to work.
I know. It's just so frustrating because, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm at a place of something that I'm not going to disclose, but...
Oh, that.
No, you don't even know what. It's something that me and Allen Ginsberg share, a birthday, okay? And
I knew it was a birthday, and I probably know which one, and I've probably been there.
But it doesn't matter. But like the whole point is, like, everybody says everything's from the inside. You can only be happy from the inside. But everybody's searching on the outside. And Johnny Thunders, maybe he found it. Maybe you do find it.
And maybe shooting dope is one way of searching from the inside. It's certainly a personal thing.
You like that instead? All right, Clara, are you going to sing about this, Clara? Where's Clara? Come, Clara, come join us.
You didn't offer me any candy.
Have a candy. Have two.
I'm gonna
please
step aside for
no, yeah, no. All right, exactly. I know. Have a candy. Rocky Road. It's National Rocky Road Day. I know. Clara, so who are you? That's so important that Jackie is opening for you.
I'm an artist from Canada,
What part?
Toronto.
Okay. And when did you come visit New York?
I'm on tour. I started out in Cleveland, then I was in Rochester, then I was in Massachusetts, now I'm in New York.
So you're having fun?
I'm having a great time.
And you do music.
I do.
Do you do poetry as well?
Sort of. But
How did you guys meet?
On MySpace.
on
Really?
MySpace.
Wow.
I heard her music on MySpace, and I was immediately a fan for life. I stalked her. And then she found out that I was like, okay, and it became all right.
Is that right? Are you staying with her?
I'm staying with Jackie.
And she's all right?
She's great.
Ah.
Yeah.
So, how long are you in New York for?
I'm in New York until Sunday morning. So
Tonight is Nightingales. Do you have any other gigs here?
at the Recoup Lounge tomorrow night.
Where's that?
Is it in the East Village as well?
That's on Rivington Street. Recoup Lounge on Rivington Street. I don't know the exact address, but it's like by Pitt, I think.
So that's considered Lower East Side.
Oh, Lower East Side. Yeah.
Which is chic. Today, Lower East Side was a place you used to not want to live. Today, it's chic. Yeah.
Right, back in those days. All right, so Clara, let's hear you play a song.
All
How's
right.
that? You don't
Should
have
I
to get out of the way,
hold
Jackie.
the microphone somehow?
All right, Jackie Sheeler, you're the greatest.
May I borrow my
we're going to
stand
swing
or-
that around our high tech.
Yeah.
Oh, watch your head, Swami.
No, yeah.
We're going to...
I'm gonna take your mic, love, and you're gonna sing. If she needs to not hold it, can we get the other stand? We're gonna be right back.
You pursued me, then you chose me, then you threw me away. I will stay strong because I long for the ones still waiting for me. I let you in, now must I let you go? Will I do it again? I trusted you, you trusted me. Will I trust you again and again and again and again? You still want me, still want you. Will I want you again? I let you in, now must I let you go? Will I do it again and again, again and again, again and again and again? I let you in, now must
Ready? Would you fasten me to your side when you blast yourself into the sky? Would you keep me unsatisfied if that's what I want? Shake me like a river reed. Shake the terror out of me. Shake me into shards and leaves. Shake my shadow free. You're the trouble in an angel's eye, cataract over the sun's white light. You're the ship that comes in at night to deliver dawn's fire. Shake me like a river reed. Shake the terror out of me. Shake me into shards and leaves. Shake my shadow free. Feel the pounding behind the sun, the trembling fist that clutches the gun, the sniper and the homing dove, snared in bonds of love. You're the swamp in the river of time, the desire that riles and won't rise. Pompeii on a winter's night, my glass fills with fire. Shake me like a river reed, shake the terror out of me, shake me into shards and leaves, shake my shadow free. Thanks.
So Clara, very nice. How do people find you? I know Jackie found you on MySpace, but how does everyone else find you on MySpace?
I actually just got a real website.
All right.
It's claraengel.net.
So you want to spell it? How is it like Laura Engel?
No.
Okay.
Like Clara, like CLARAENGEL dot, like period.
Do you know who Laura Engel is?
Is that like?
Little House on the
Oh
Prairie.
yeah.
Is it this? Yeah. Are you kind of cousins with them?
No, isn't that with an I?
I don't know. That's
I
why
feel
I'm
like it's
asking.
Engel or
You would
something.
know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
it's not. It's
No, it's just E.
Engel.
Engel.
Okay. Do you have any cousins in New York? Engel?
Not that I know of, but some of my ancestors came to Chicago and were like gangsters or something, and I never met them. So they could have migrated to New
Okay.
York. I don't know.
All right.
I got two Toronto connections.
Yeah, it
Joe.
always
Yeah,
happens.
Joe was
Yeah.
there. Cynthia was in a band, Canadian band, the B-Sides,
The
in
B-Sides.
in the '80s,
Oh,
and
that name sounds a bit familiar.
she actually commutes from Toronto to here to play with them.
Nice.
And that's what you might be doing if you
Yes.
are able to.
I love coming here.
Oh, so you've
Yeah.
been before?
Yeah, I think this is my 8th time. Or
Your 8th time?
yeah, in New York.
I've never been to Toronto.
Uh,
I want to go.
yeah.
City,
you
beautiful
been
city.
there?
Yeah. Well, I studied architecture. Mies van der Rohe, and it's very very architectural city. Beautiful.
I supposedly have cousins in Toronto,
Do you?
but I don't know if it's true. Alan Rand, what else do you do?
Photography, painting, drawing, recording, video.
He's like the modern day Andy Warhol, I say. Yeah, hopefully that he'll get recognition while he's alive.
Yeah, someone has a few of my paintings. Says, when are you going to die? So they're going to be worth some money.
Oh my God! Unfortunately, I hope that's not true. But back to you, Clara, my friend. We do have this segment on the show, and we're gonna segue you right into. Yes. Are you ready, Swami, my friend? Swami is just. Yeah. Can you tell us, please, a lovely skeleton from the Clara closet?
What's the definition of a skeleton in the closet? Like, is it like,
There you go.
then it won't be hidden anymore, so I have to uncover it?
Well, it doesn't have to be. It's something your mother doesn't know.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be super heavy.
No. Something that has made you into the Clara you are today.
Well, my mother probably knows it.
That's
but-
okay.
Okay. Before I was a musician, I wanted to be a synchronized swimmer.
Is that right? Wow.
Yeah.
You can have some rocky road on that. Wait. So, did you take lessons?
Yes, I was pretty serious for a while.
Do
but
you
then I
like
dropped
Esther
it.
Williams?
I don't even know who that is. I was younger.
Well, she's old.
Yeah.
Wow. Who were your role models in that?
I just got really serious about it. I didn't really have like role models. I just took a lot of lessons and stuff.
And what made you stop?
I think I got really interested in music, and I didn't want to be an athlete because as a musician, you can be a musician for your whole life. And as an athlete, you have
it's
a short
limited.
life. It's like being a racehorse or something.
Oh, so I like
Yeah.
how you said that. So as a musician, you feel you could do it for your whole life.
Yeah.
So you think there's no limitations on age and
Well, as long as
musician-
I'm around, I can keep doing it. Yeah.
You look pretty young,
I guess so. I don't know.
right?
Yeah, I should say like Esther Williams does predate me, but you know, Hollywood would just make movies and build them around stores back in the store system.
Yeah.
And they had dancers, singers. You know, like think of all the Gene Kelly movies. Esther Williams was a swimmer.
Yeah.
And they built movies. They made movies about
The famous,
swimmer in the
Yeah.
40s and 50s. Like they built movies
like Follies.
with,
Whoa.
and it was like
And she was a swimmer?
choreographs like Busby Berkeley. You're too young for Busby.
Oh, that
I've
is.
Yeah.
They choreographed swimming movies.
Yeah.
You know, and it's kind of interesting. Like, you know, you could be the musician synchronized swimmer. You know,
I
there's
don't think
never
it's gonna
been one of those.
happen. No.
You don't want to be that?
No, I don't. Don't
Could
think
you
that's
imagine?
No.
You'd make a great video at least. Do you?
I was thinking about a music video involving swimming.
Yeah, I would. I kind of felt that. Yeah.
Yeah, right away.
Yeah. Well, no, but
Okay.
since you spilled your little secret.
Yeah.
So, what are your goals? Where do you see yourself in like the next 5 years?
I'd like to perform like all over the world, I think.
How far have you gotten? Cleveland?
Yeah.
That's pretty far from Toronto.
And I guess what's farther from Toronto though?
Florida?
Cleveland. I haven't been to Florida. I've been to like Massachusetts. That's not that far. I want to
From
go to
here?
Europe. I want to go to Europe.
Have you been to Europe?
Not yet, but I plan on it.
So when you go, you hope there's a volcano, and then you get stuck over there, and you got to play in every country that ever was, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just saying. So,
I
like,
know.
do you have a pass? You have a passport because you came here.
I do. I just got carded out there, and I forgot my passport at Jackie's place.
Oh, yeah.
They carded me.
She looks young.
But
I get carded.
but Jackie, I was trying to get a water.
See, you got to bring your ID. This is Otto Shrunken Head, and now
I know.
you know
I
it's
learned
not.
That's really in New York in any bar because it's the law and
I know,
the guy at
yeah.
the door has to. Even if you look old, it doesn't matter. Like I get caught, but usually they just go through the motions. Like oh, I saw it. But
Yeah.
some guys want to study my driver's license.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's because But back in the day of Johnny Thunders, you didn't need to bring your ID
Yeah.
like you do today. It's
I
all
know.
that whole renaissance of.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, I don't even know if the reasons are right. Yeah, but so Clara. Clara is a very retro type name, isn't it?
I guess so. Yeah. You don't meet a lot of Claras.
You don't meet a lot of Claras. It's very cute. So, are there any like things you want to plug about yourself?
Well, I have 2 New York shows coming up. I talked about them already.
Yeah, and where do you go from New York?
I was gonna go to Philly, but I'm staying in New York and recording with some friends that I met in Cleveland who actually live in New York.
Wow, that's awesome.
I'm
Who
gonna
are
try
they?
This guy Matthew Robinson is a really great cellist and multi-instrumentalist
Okay.
who actually toured the world with Baby D, and then Matthew's friend Sarah Nowicki, and they're in a band called Nyla together.
What's their band?
Nyla?
Nyla.
Yeah, I think it's Nihla.
In this day and age where you get carded for everything, you
spell
have to spell
everything,
everything. I know.
Yeah.
So, how long will you be in New York?
Until Sunday morning.
Right, you did
yeah.
say that. So you're going to record, have 2 gigs, and do all of that in
And
just a
then
few
take
days.
a bus back to Toronto.
How long's the bus?
I think it's 11 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the bus that just flipped over in Jersey?
Don't tell me about it. I don't hear about
It
that.
happened this morning.
That's
I
awful.
know.
Oh,
I
no.
know.
And
Everyone
I'm-
was fine though.
Oh, good.
That's good.
That's all
Stay
right,
out of
yeah.
Jersey. Exactly.
Yeah.
I know. Jackie, come back and help talk with Clara. So Jackie and Clara. We're a classy show here. Oh, all right. That's okay. So, really, she's vegan?
I'm almost vegan, but I don't know.
You're almost vegan?
Mostly vegan.
Mostly
Sometimes
vegan.
to survive on the road, I'm not vegan.
Yeah, like what was your biggest slip?
Eggs, I guess.
Oh. Eggs are not vegan, right? Say if they're do they have vegan eggs?
No. Tofu scramble. That's good, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I support anybody doing anything. It's all fine to me, truthfully. So, Jackie, you found this young Clara, and you're gonna.
Was she fabulous?
She's
You heard her
fabulous.
sing.
Fabulous.
It's like trance. You know, I was a big Patti Smith fan for art. Still
Yes,
am.
yes.
And it kind of that.
That's how I met you. I actually met you because of Patti
that
Smith.
hypnotic.
Yeah,
kind
I
of-
still hear it in my head.
Yeah, and her voice is so magnificent. How could I? And then she also would sometimes post poems on her MySpace blog, and she's a great writer. And I'm like, who is this person?
So are
How
you
come I never
non-blood
heard of
family
her?
now? Like, yeah. That's so nice.
Yeah,
I
this
love
was
that.
her second trip staying with me. And it's her third trip in the last year. And she's doing, she's been doing the circuit. We had a house concert at my place.
Very
Her last
nice.
time in. Everybody loved it. I had like 25 people in my
Wow.
apartment. And I think all of them are coming to Nightingales tonight because they want to
Oh,
hear
how
her again.
wonderful. Well, it's a pleasure having you. Let us know when you're in New York again.
Thank you
Jackie
so much.
Sheeler, I'm always a fan of yours. I love you. Swami, I love you. Alan, thanks for being on Ruin Who. We'll be back again next week. We pulled off another week. Don't ask me how or why, but we will see you in Johnny Thunders. Please watch over me. I could use you right now. And all the fairies say goodbye, and we will be back again June 9th. Ruin Who. Love you, Otto Shrunken Head. Oh, Gabrielle Bernstein. I need to plug her. She's doing this great thing June 9th. The rock star. Find your inner rock star. She's like the new hip guru type girl. Look her up. Gabrielle Bernstein. She rocks. We'll see you next week. Peace.
Let you go.